Have you ever felt a simple itch somewhere on your body and quickly brushed it off, thinking, it's just dry skin? Or, maybe it's the weather? Most of us do exactly that. We scratch, we move on, and we never think twice. But what if I told you that some itches aren't just surface-level irritations? They can be powerful warning signs from your body whispering, sometimes even shouting, that something much deeper is going on inside. You see, the skin is not only the body's largest organ, it is also one of its most honest communicators. Long before a serious condition is diagnosed in a clinic, your skin often starts sending out subtle signals: redness, irritation, changes in texture, and yes, even persistent itching. Now here's the shocking part. According to health experts, there are certain itchy spots on your body that can indicate far more than an allergy or dryness. They can reveal hidden problems with your heart, your circulation, your liver, or even your kidneys. In some cases, they could be the body's way of warning you that your lifespan may be shorter than you think, unless you act in time. And this is where most people make a dangerous mistake. They ignore these signs. They reach for an anti-itch cream, change their shampoo, or blame the weather. But if the itch lingers, if it keeps coming back, if it disrupts your sleep or makes daily life uncomfortable, it may not just be a surface issue. It could be your body's cry for help. Think about it. How many people suffer from heart disease, liver failure, or kidney problems without knowing it until it's too late? What if the very first red flag was that annoying itch you dismissed as nothing serious? That's why in today's video, we're going to uncover 4 itchy spots on your body that doctors and researchers say deserve special attention. These aren't random irritations. Each one could be a potential clue to a deeper issue, an early signal that, if recognized and acted upon, might give you not only more years but more healthy years to live. So stay with me until the very end, because what you're about to learn could mean the difference between ignoring a minor irritation and catching a life-threatening condition early. This knowledge is your opportunity to take control, protect yourself, and even extend your life. Now let's begin. When most people feel an itch on the scalp, the first thought is something simple. Dandruff, dry skin, maybe a reaction to shampoo. And in many cases, that's true. A little dryness or flaking is common, especially as we age. You switch products, moisturize, and the problem fades. But here's the danger. Not all scalp itching is harmless. When the itch becomes persistent, lasting for weeks or even months, when it doesn't respond to dandruff shampoos, oils, or home remedies, or when it keeps you awake at night, then it may be more than a skin issue. In fact, doctors warn that your scalp could be sending an urgent message about your internal health. Backhand index pointing right kidney disease / chronic kidney disease, CKD. According to the Cleveland Clinic and the Texas Kidney Institute, one of the most common but overlooked symptoms of kidney problems is unexplained itching. As the kidneys lose their ability to filter toxins and waste from the blood, those toxins begin to build up. The result is a condition called uremic pruritus, a deep, uncomfortable itch that often appears on the scalp and torso. And here's the scary part. This itch often shows up before people even know their kidneys are failing. By the time fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination appear, the disease may already be advanced. So what feels like a nuisance on the scalp could actually be one of the body's earliest alarms that kidney function is in danger. Backhand index pointing right liver dysfunction. Another hidden culprit is the liver. When the liver isn't working properly, whether from fatty liver disease, hepatitis, or bile duct problems, it struggles to clear waste products from the blood. According to Medical News Today, One of the most common symptoms is persistent itching, often worse at night. And surprisingly, it doesn't always come with obvious liver signs like jaundice. Sometimes the first and only clue is that maddening itch, often on the scalp, chest, or arms. Backhand index pointing right circulatory issues. For seniors in particular, poor blood flow can also contribute to scalp discomfort. As circulation to the head decreases with age, the skin becomes drier and more sensitive. While not as common as kidney or liver-related itching, circulatory problems can still trigger persistent scalp irritation, sometimes accompanied by tingling, burning, or hair loss. Why this matters for lifespan? The reason this is so important isn't the itch itself. It's what the itch may represent. The kidneys and liver are two of the body's most vital organs. They act as filters, removing toxins, balancing chemicals, and keeping the body clean from the inside out. When these organs falter, your lifespan is directly impacted. Kidney failure can lead to heart disease, strokes, and severe metabolic imbalance. Liver dysfunction can progress silently to cirrhosis or even liver cancer. Both conditions can shorten life dramatically if not caught early. So when the scalp keeps itching day after day, it's not just about discomfort, it's potentially about survival. Other clues to watch for. If you or someone you love is experiencing persistent scalp itching, pay attention to these additional warning signs. Dryness or scaling that doesn't improve with shampoo or oils. Itch that becomes worse at night, disturbing sleep. Visible skin changes, redness or sores from scratching. Unexplained hair thinning or shedding. General fatigue, swelling in the ankles or legs, or yellowing of the skin or eyes. Each of these is a signal that the itch is more than skin deep. A real-life example. Take George, a 76-year-old retiree. For months he couldn't stop scratching his scalp. He bought every shampoo on the shelf. Anti-dandruff, herbal, medicated, but nothing worked. His wife finally urged him to mention it during a routine checkup. The doctor ordered blood tests, and the results showed early kidney strain. George was shocked. He didn't feel sick, he just felt itchy. But by catching it early, he was able to change his diet, improve hydration, and start treatment before the kidneys declined further. What seemed like a small annoyance turned out to be a life-saving clue. The lesson here. An itchy scalp is not always just dryness or dandruff. For some, it is the body's first cry for help, pointing to serious issues like kidney or liver disease. The mistake most people make is ignoring it, masking it with shampoos or blaming age. But if you listen closely, your body is telling you something vital. By taking these signals seriously, you may not only solve the irritation, you may add years of life and protect the health of your most important organs. For many people, itchy legs are just an occasional nuisance. Maybe the air is dry in winter, maybe a mosquito got you, or maybe your skin just needs some lotion. A little scratching, a dab of cream, and you move on. But here's the warning. When the itch on your lower legs is constant, returns again and again, and is paired with swelling, changes in skin color, or that heavy feeling in the legs, this is not ordinary. This is your body waving a red flag. The lower legs are more than just limbs that carry us. They are one of the body's most reliable health indicators, especially for seniors. That's because the legs are the farthest point from the heart, making them extremely sensitive to circulation problems. And poor circulation isn't just about discomfort. It's about your heart, your vascular system, and ultimately your lifespan. What medical experts warn it might indicate. Backhand index pointing right chronic venous insufficiency, CVI. According to the Cleveland Clinic and specialists at bestvntreatment.com, Persistent itching on the calves or ankles can be an early sign of venous insufficiency. This happens when the veins in your legs fail to pump blood back to the heart effectively. Instead, blood begins to pool in the veins, causing fluid buildup, irritation, and eventually stasis dermatitis, a skin condition that triggers itchiness, dryness, and redness. Left untreated, CVI doesn't just make the legs uncomfortable. It can progress to painful swelling, varicose veins, and even open ulcers that take months to heal. And because venous disease is closely tied to cardiovascular strain, it becomes a window into your overall vascular health. Backhand index pointing right peripheral artery disease, PAD. On the opposite side of circulation problems is PAD, where arteries carrying oxygen-rich blood to the legs become narrowed or blocked. According to Phoenix Heart, one of the earliest warning signs is subtle itching and skin changes. Over time, reduced blood flow starves the tissues of oxygen, leading to slow-healing wounds, skin darkening, leg cramps when walking, and in severe cases, even tissue death. PAD isn't just a leg problem. It's a whole-body vascular problem strongly linked to heart attacks and strokes. Backhand index pointing right diabetes. The Vanderbilt Health Network highlights another cause: diabetes. Diabetes damages both blood vessels and nerves. Poor circulation can dry the skin, while neuropathy alters sensations, causing persistent itchiness, tingling, or burning in the lower legs. What begins as a skin irritation may actually be your body revealing silent blood sugar issues that, if uncontrolled, shave years off life expectancy. Why this matters for lifespan? Persistent itching in the lower legs may sound minor, but it can be the surface clue to serious cardiovascular decline. And heart and vascular diseases remain the leading cause of death worldwide. Venous disease, when ignored, can escalate into ulcers, infections, and blood clots, each of which puts life at risk. PAD is often called a silent killer because it quietly doubles your risk of both heart attack and stroke. Diabetes-related circulation issues can lead to amputations, blindness, kidney disease, and early death. The reality is simple. Healthy legs mean healthy circulation, and healthy circulation is directly tied to how long you live. Other clues to watch for. If your lower legs are itching constantly, ask yourself, are my ankles or calves swelling, especially in the evening? Do I see veins becoming more visible, bulging, or twisted? Has my skin darkened, turned reddish-brown, or taken on a leathery texture? Do small cuts or wounds on my legs take unusually long to heal? Do I feel heaviness, fatigue, or cramping when walking, even short distances? Each of these is more than cosmetic. They're clues your legs are struggling to keep blood moving, and that your heart may be struggling too. A real-life example. Consider Helen, a 72-year-old grandmother. She noticed itchy patches around her calves and thought it was just dry skin. She applied lotion every night, but the itch only grew worse. Weeks turned into months. Finally, her daughter convinced her to see a doctor. The tests revealed she had chronic venous insufficiency and early signs of peripheral artery disease. By catching it early, Helen was able to start treatment, compression therapy, lifestyle adjustments, and medications. She not only relieved her symptoms, but also dramatically reduced her risk of a future heart attack. If she had continued ignoring it, those itchy spots might have turned into painful ulcers, or worse. The lesson here: when your legs itch, don't just reach for a cream and forget about it. Your lower legs are like a mirror reflecting the state of your circulation. Persistent itching in this area could mean your blood isn't moving the way it should. And because circulation problems tie directly into heart health, the very core of your lifespan, those itchy patches may be one of the earliest warnings that your time could be cut short. But the good news? If you listen to these signals, seek medical help, and act early, you can protect not just your legs but your heart, your independence, and your life itself. For many people, an itchy chest or upper torso is shrugged off as nothing more than an annoyance. You might assume it's just from laundry detergent residue, a new soap, perfume, rough fabrics, or maybe a heat rash in warm weather. In many cases, that's true. External irritants are common culprits. But here's the important part. When the itch keeps coming back, lasts more than a couple of weeks, or seems to spread even after you've switched products and moisturized, it may be something deeper. Especially when there is no visible rash, or when the itch comes with other symptoms like fatigue, changes in your skin, or even lumps under the skin, it's a red flag that shouldn't be ignored. What medical conditions this could hint at? Doctors and health experts have warned that itching in the trunk or chest area, when persistent and unexplained, can be a signal of hidden systemic conditions. Liver disease. The liver is responsible for filtering toxins and processing bile. When it is under stress or failing, bile salts can accumulate in the blood and deposit in the skin, causing intense itching. This itching often shows up in the trunk and chest region. Sometimes it gets worse at night, disrupting sleep. Over time, liver problems may also cause other symptoms such as yellowing of the skin or eyes, jaundice. Source: Medical News Today plus others. Kidney disease. Much like liver disease, kidney dysfunction can lead to waste buildup in the blood. One of the hallmark signs of advanced kidney disease is generalized itching, called uremic pruritus, which often includes the torso and chest. This itch is often deep, relentless, and not relieved by scratching. Source: Cleveland Clinic plus others. Blood disorders or cancers. Hematologists, blood specialists, often point out that some blood cancers, such as Hodgkin's lymphoma or leukemia, can trigger unexplained itching on the trunk, chest, or back. This happens because abnormal blood cells and immune system activity release substances that irritate nerve endings in the skin. What's especially concerning is that this itch can occur without any rash at all, making it easy to overlook. Source: MD Anderson Cancer Center. Hormonal and metabolic conditions. Disorders such as hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, and diabetes can also affect the skin, causing dryness, irritation, and persistent itching in the torso area. These conditions affect circulation, skin hydration, and nerve sensitivity, all of which may contribute to chest itching. Source: UnityPoint Health plus others. Why lifespan might be affected. This isn't just about irritation. It's about underlying disease. The torso is a central area where systemic conditions often show themselves first. If the itch is due to liver disease, ignoring it could allow silent liver damage to progress to cirrhosis or even liver failure. If it's related to kidney problems, it could mean kidney function is already compromised. An untreated kidney disease significantly shortens life expectancy. When it comes to blood cancers, early detection often makes the difference between treatable and advanced disease. An itch that doesn't go away, especially in the chest and torso, could be your body's early cry for help, an alert that something serious is happening inside. By paying attention, seeking medical tests, and acting early, you could literally add years to your life and avoid irreversible damage. Symptoms to watch for alongside the itch. An itch that worsens at night or while resting. Any yellowing of the eyes or skin, a classic sign of liver stress. Unexplained lumps or swollen lymph nodes, especially under the arms or near the collarbone. unexplained weight loss or loss of appetite, night sweats or fevers with no clear cause, fatigue or a general feeling of weakness, skin changes that spread or worsen despite moisturizers and treatment. Backhand index pointing right bottom line. An itchy chest isn't always just a soap issue. Sometimes it's a clue from your liver, kidneys, or even your blood. And if caught early, treatment could mean the difference between restoring health or living with a silent, progressive illness. Most people brush off itching as something minor. They'll switch soaps, buy a new moisturizer, or take an antihistamine and assume it will pass. And yes, sometimes it does. But when an itch lingers, especially in the scalp, legs, chest, or belly, it may be your body whispering that something deeper is going on. And the worst mistake you can make is ignoring that whisper until it becomes a shout. So what should you actually do if you find yourself dealing with these persistent itchy spots? Let's break it down. 1. Don't ignore or delay. If an itch lasts more than 2 to 3 weeks, despite using moisturizers and avoiding irritants, that's your cue to take it seriously. Don't just cover it up with creams or assume it's age-related dryness. Persistent itching can be one of the earliest symptoms of systemic diseases. Kidney disease, liver dysfunction, thyroid imbalance, or even blood disorders. 2. Talk to your doctor and ask for key tests. When you do see your doctor, don't settle for "it's just dry skin." If you know something feels off, advocate for yourself. Ask for specific blood tests that can rule out or confirm hidden conditions. Kidney function tests, creatinine, BUN, blood urea nitrogen, and GFR, glomerular filtration rate. These measure how well your kidneys are filtering toxins. Liver enzyme panel ALT, AST, alkaline phosphatase, and bilirubin. Elevated levels can point to liver stress or blockage in bile flow. Thyroid function test TSH, T3, T4. An overactive or underactive thyroid often affects skin and metabolism. Glucose and HbA1c screens for diabetes, which affects circulation, skin hydration, and nerve health. Complete blood count CBC. Abnormal white blood cells, anemia, or other irregularities may point to hidden blood disorders, even cancers like lymphoma. These tests are simple, quick, and can provide life-saving early detection. 3. Pay attention to accompanying symptoms. An itch on its own may not mean much, but combined with other signs, it paints a clearer picture. Watch for swelling in the legs or ankles, skin color changes, darkening, yellowing, or red patches, fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, unexplained weight gain or weight loss, lumps under the skin or swollen lymph nodes, fevers, night sweats, or chills without infection, sleep disturbance from itching at night. Keeping a simple journal of your symptoms, even noting the time of day the itch gets worse, can help your doctor find the root cause faster. 4. Support your body with healthy daily habits. While you're working with your doctor, there are powerful lifestyle steps you can take to reduce both itching and the underlying risks that cause it. Stay hydrated. Water helps your kidneys and liver flush toxins and keep skin cells hydrated. Aim for at least 6 to 8 cups a day, unless restricted by your doctor. Eat for your skin and organs. Prioritize foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamins A, C, and E. Leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, nuts, and seeds all support circulation and organ repair. Limit alcohol. Alcohol puts stress on the liver, which can worsen itchiness if bile flow is impaired. Stop smoking. Smoking damages circulation and reduces skin oxygen supply, worsening itch and raising vascular risks. Control blood pressure and diabetes. Keeping these numbers in check protects your kidneys, liver, and blood vessels, preventing the root causes of many itching problems. Moisturize wisely. Use fragrance-free creams or ointments after bathing to lock in hydration and reduce surface irritation. 5. See the right specialist. If your itch persists and your primary doctor doesn't find the cause, don't stop there. Ask for a referral, dermatologist, to rule out skin-specific conditions, nephrologist, if kidney tests are abnormal, hepatologist or gastroenterologist, for liver-related concerns, vascular specialist, if itching is linked to circulation problems in the legs, endocrinologist, if thyroid or hormonal issues are suspected, oncologist, if blood cancers or other malignancies are on the radar. Each of these specialists brings expertise that can zero in on problems earlier than waiting for symptoms to worsen. Why acting early matters for lifespan. Ignoring these signs could allow silent diseases to advance to stages where damage is permanent: kidney failure, cirrhosis, heart disease, or advanced cancer. But when you act early, many of these conditions are treatable, manageable, and sometimes even reversible. An itch might feel small, but listening to it, investigating it, and addressing it could add healthy years to your life. Backhand index pointing right bottom line. Persistent itching isn't just a skin problem. It's a health signal. Take it seriously, get tested, support your body, and partner with the right doctors. Your skin is trying to tell you something. Make sure you're listening.